time I fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with...
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Right back to Sanders on first down. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-to-1 as opposed to the 2-to-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The Lance now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. First down, here's Mitchell. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team. Get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
That's your appearance. Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down. Hurts. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now a play fake. Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Finding space at the 40. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now Lance again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's going to go up top again, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. I'm here. Ready? Go.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down. He's going to take another shot here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, as the first half is winding down. And the Niners would extend their lead here just before halftime. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. Now the ball comes loose. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So we reach half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Past the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Mitchell. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. 11 yards for number 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And once again, this is Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hurts gets this to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive in total 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. On the move past the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back to throw is Carter on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Once more with Mitchell. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 31, Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
19 tight.
Off the play fake. Carter. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the victory here for San Francisco, and when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Niners, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.